Oh, it finally happened, folks. Oh, it finally happened, Oilers fans and every other fan that is hate watching because y'all sickos. You were all sickos, everyone that tuned into the live stream tonight. Before the Oilers collapsed in that third period, we were sitting at about 180 concurrent viewers, which is unbelievable. But then the collapse happened. And oh boy, we ended up hitting like 380 concurrent viewers at one point. I finally snapped. I finally lost my marbles with this team. Chris Knobloch is insane. And every fan on the planet that cheers for this team, that called on management to upgrade the goaltending, not just this season, but last season, and after the collapse against Vegas in 2023, every single fan that said that this goaltending tandem was not good enough. Stuart Skinner is not good enough. Calvin Pickard should start game one. Calvin Pickard should start game two. The underlying metrics for these goaltenders are abysmal. They're the worst in the NHL. And I guarantee you, every single media member tonight is going to point the finger at Evan Bouchard and whoever else is under the age of 27, which is nobody on this team because they're the oldest team in the NHL and they're absolutely awful and they look like the oldest team in the NHL. And Stuart Skinner gives up the fifth goal. The fans are chanting his name, right? The fans they're all over Stu Skinner, and I don't blame them. That's great for Kings fans. They're all over him. And Stuart Skinner, they zoom in on him, and he's got the smile. He's got a big odd smile on his face. He's laughing. Stuart Skinner's laughing. What are you doing? What is so funny, you moron? Listen, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like it's easy to win hockey games in the NHL. I am not going to sit here and pretend that I know anything about goaltending. I'm not going to do it because I don't. I know nothing about the position. It's one of the only positions that I have so little knowledge of. I barely talk about it in any post-game reaction, in any game preview, because I never played it. I have played forward in hockey. I've played center. I've played wing. I've played defense. I've never played goalie. I get it. Hard position. Oh, it's so hard. Goaltending's hard. It's hard to make a save. Darcy Kemper can make saves. Did you see Logan Thompson on the Washington Capitals? He can make saves. Sam Montembeault. Oh, that guy can make saves. Anthony Stolarz. He can make saves. Every high danger chance that the Oilers give up, every scoring chance that they give up is in the back of the net. Stuart Skinner is absolutely cooked. He's cooked. He's done. He's not an NHL goaltender. I'm going to say it right now. He's done. He will never play another game for the Edmonton Oilers in this uniform. He won't do it. This is Calvin Pickard's net. And Chris Knobloch. Oh boy, here we go. Chris Knobloch. It was announced before the game tonight, this morning at morning practice. Jeff Skinner being scratched. Jeff Skinner, who waited over 1,000 regular season NHL games to finally play in his first postseason. A vet who works his ass off, has worked his ass off to try and stay in this lineup all season long. And no matter what he did, no matter what Jeff Skinner did, Chris Knobloch never, ever, ever trusted him. Never gave him the benefit of the doubt. Never played him with McDavid and Draisaitl consistently. And then, before the playoffs, for 2 weeks, Jeff Skinner gets elevated with McDavid and Connor Brown. And that line cooks. The underlying metrics are great. The expected goals are great. The Corsi's great. The actual on-ice goals, which is what a lot of people care about, are terrific. Game one didn't go the Oilers' way. They fought back. They didn't come back and win. And Jeff Skinner was on the ice for 3 goals against. Sure. Fine. There's nerves. He's never played in a playoff game. Right? It's like asking an 18-year-old rookie to jump into the lineup and play their first ever playoff game and have an impact. And if you're a head coach, if I'm a head coach, how are you expecting someone to learn and understand how to improve and bounce back if you don't give him that opportunity? But Stuart Skinner historically has collapsed, sucks in games 1, 2, and 3 of any playoff series in his entire career. In the salary cap era, has the worst playoff save percentage of any goalie with more than 20 starts in the history of this game. He gets the start in game 2, but Jeff Skinner doesn't get to play. You know who got to play today? Trent Frederic. Trent Frederic got to play today. Can you believe that? Trent Frederic played one game for the Edmonton Oilers. He played one game in the regular season. He played 8 minutes. He injured himself on his first shift. Didn't play for 3.5 weeks. He played game 1, and he looked terrible. Awful. He played 8 minutes in game 1. The ankle is busted. Whatever's going on with Trent Frederic, he cannot skate. He can't skate. It's over. Trent Frederic gets to play over Jeff Skinner. Trent Frederic, who was acquired at the trade deadline, gets to play over a guy who was on this team all season long. Chris Knoblauch is absolutely cooked. He is mental. Don't even get me started on putting Calvin Pickard in the net with 8 minutes left in the third period. That is so unfair. You wait until Stuart Skinner gives up the 5th goal against. The team was within 1 goal. It's 3-2. And you wait for Stuart Skinner to give up 2 more, and that's when you yank him. That's when you go, you know what? I got to get him out of the crease. Let's put Calvin Pickard in here. So unfair. That is so unfair to Calvin Pickard. What are you doing? The Oilers were not coming back in this game. You want to live and die with Stuart Skinner? You play him. You keep him in that net for 60 minutes. I don't care if they score 10 goals on him. That's what you get as a head coach. That's what you deserve. And if I'm Dustin Schwartz, oh boy, the goaltending coach. If I'm anyone on this team right now, if I'm Leon Draisaitl, you know what you do? If I'm Chris Knoblauch, you know what you do? You go crazy. Clockwork Orange style. You sit Stuart Skinner on a chair in a theater projection room, and you force him to watch every goal against. You force him to watch himself not be able to do lateral movement ever. He cannot move from post to post. The first goal against on the power play, the LA Kings' first goal, he didn't move. He didn't react. He had no idea somebody was coming on the back door. And then the Oilers on their power play, Zach Hyman gets the exact same pass from McDavid, the backdoor play. Oh, Darcy Kemper can make the save, though. Darcy Kemper knows how to react. He knows where players are on the ice. This team is going to get swept. They are going to get swept. And they're going to deserve it. Stan Bowman's going to deserve it. Jeff Jackson is going to deserve it. Bob Nicholson's going to deserve it. Daryl Katz is going to deserve it. They deserve no playoff revenue. They deserve no money in their pockets from fans. They deserve nothing. And the sad part is the players who do deserve it, the players who deserve a goalie, they deserve a head coach who knows how to make the right decisions and push the right buttons and push the proper lineup, the optimal lineup. McDavid and Draisaitl deserve so much better. It's embarrassing that in year 10 of Connor McDavid, this is what we're dealing with. The offseason was a total disaster, but hindsight is 2020. That's why I haven't talked about it at all this year. Normally, I preach positivity. I preach happiness and joy. Tonight, nobody deserves that within this organization. It's an absolute travesty. I would offer Stuart Skinner my glasses because look how much they magnify things. Ooh. Oh, look at that. I bet if I gave Stuart Skinner these glasses, he still wouldn't see the puck. I guarantee he still wouldn't even see the puck. He wouldn't even know where it is on the ice, even with magnifying lenses in his face. Oh, and he thinks it's funny though, right? He's having a blast. He's laughing. Let's have a blast. Have a blast. Laugh away, Stu. Your career's done. You're not an NHL player. And every single media member that carries water for this organization, that defends every single decision that this front office makes, that defends the decision to not upgrade the goaltending, he's good enough. He brought the team to Game 7 against Florida last year. He's instrumental in this team's success. I don't care what they have to say. They are wrong. They're always wrong. The media in Edmonton are dinosaurs. They carry water for the organization. They parrot what the organization tells them to parrot, and they are complicit in where the team is. 0 Stanley Cups with Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. 0 Stanley Cups with the 2 best players in the NHL. 0 Stanley Cups. And they're not getting one this year. If you think they're getting a Stanley Cup this year, I want whatever you're having when it comes to copium. I will huff it. I will huff the hell out of that copium. I bought tickets to my first ever playoff game for Sunday. It's game 4 in Edmonton. And I'm going to watch this team get swept. My first playoff game ever live in person is going to watch this team get swept. How many people do you think are going to their first playoff games? How many people do you think have spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars? How many people do you think have saved up just to go to a playoff game? They're going to get to see 1, maybe 2 playoff games, and this team is going to be out. It's going to be over. They're going to be golfing by the end of April. What an absolute disaster, an embarrassment, top to bottom in this organization. Chris Knobloch legitimately might be cooked. He's done. I'm over whatever Chris Knobloch is doing with this lineup. I'm over Stan Bowman. He should have never been hired. I'm over Jeff Jackson. He cooked this lineup with his free agent signings. They got older. They got slower. This is what you get. In a league that is getting younger, faster, bigger, stronger, and more skilled, the Oilers doubled down on age, slow, molasses, can't keep up with the play, crappy goaltending, the worst goaltending in the actual NHL, actually. What an absolute travesty. That's it from me. No post-game questions tonight. I will have a day after discussion tomorrow, if I'm even up to it. I am going to go play some Oblivion Remastered. I am going to self-care. I'm going to give my cats treats. I am going to avoid social media. I am going to just do my thing. I am not going to let crappy idiots that run this organization ruin my life. I'm not letting them ruin my night, even though they already have, actually. I cannot believe that this is what we're talking about 2 games into the playoffs with the 2 best players in the world. Unacceptable, embarrassing, horrible, awful, pathetic. It's a travesty. Absolute travesty.